When the vaccines arrive for local distribution, things could move very quickly, especially for first responders. In fact, we're told that local firefighters will be responsible for vaccinating those on the front lines. Our Nora Perez has more.
Governor Gov Abbott is prioritizing distribution among this first tier of workers, and here in Corpus Christi, first responders are ready. In fact, Chief Robert Rocha says the Corpus Christi Fire Department has been designated as vaccine providers.
In other words, we'll be able to administer vaccinations to those that are in that first tier. As soon as the fire department does receive vaccines, our plan is to vaccinate as many first responders as we can here in Nueces County.
According to the International Association of Firefighters, almost 12,000 firefighters have had to be quarantined due to exposure to COVID-19, and 12 have died. A representative from the association says priority access to the vaccine is a must for those on the front lines to keep everyone safe.
Giving them the priority access to the vaccination gives them one more tool that keeps firefighters on the job, that keeps paramedics coming to work every day, making sure that the citizens are safe, and at the end of the day, protecting citizens from further exposure.
Health experts with the pharmaceutical company behind the development of the COVID-19 vaccine say the first step to distribution is getting approved for use by the FDA. Then the final distribution process could move rapidly.
Vaccines could be distributed as quick as 48 hours from the point of approval. Yeah, it actually streamlines the process in terms of getting the vaccine directly in the hands of those that can administer the vaccines. And so we're looking forward to that.
Scott Leeton, president of the Corpus Christi Police Officers Association, says it would be a good thing if the first distribution of COVID-19 vaccines would be among police officers, firefighters, and emergency medical workers.
If first responders can receive them or, be at the forefront of receiving them, I think that would be great.
The first supply of vaccines could be available as early as next month. Nora Perez, 3 News.